All right, ladies and gentlemen, good Monday morning. Let's throttle up and get airborne for our solo AI live trade brief. We're going to go until about 10:40. I have a 11 o'clock login for an 11:15 hit on Fox News, Epic Fury stuff, Groundhog Day. Um, yeah, whatever. Man, how about Lindsey Graham? That should, I mean, 71. My dad died of a heart attack when he was 65, getting on a treadmill in the garage to work out, strong as an ox. Uh, wow. So pretty incredible. Pretty, and people just suck. People suck. People celebrating online and stuff, and he's in hell and all that. I mean, you just can't. The party of tolerance and love and everything like that is the most intolerant hateful group of people I've ever seen in my entire life. My God, man. If your first reaction when somebody on the other side of the political spectrum dies and your first instinct is to celebrate, man, I pray you heal. You are so disconnected from source and God and truth. I mean, it's just an absolute horror that people think like that. So, you know what? We're going to start on that note. This past weekend, I want to share something with you. I haven't posted this yet. I was going to make I'm reflecting on how to post this. So, Sacred Warrior Fellowship had a retreat this past weekend. Um, uh, I'll just show you. So, this beautiful, and there is a TGO connection here. So, Reagan, um, her brother is a TGO member, and he and his mom and dad were at the first look years ago. And he kept telling his sister and parents about No Fallen Heroes and the work we're doing. Reagan, um, what an absolute horror. Let's lead with this. Reagan's ex is in prison for the rest of his life. Beat, beat her to death almost. The judge said, I can't give you more time. I'm statutory limited, but I want to bury you under the prison. What a beautiful picture she took after Sunday after ceremony. She has cauliflower ears. She can't smell, and she can't walk without the aid of a walker. You ready for this? I want to show you something. Where is it? Pa, 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 pa. I think this is it. Ladies and gentlemen. No, that's not it. Where is it? Damn it. Anyway, oh, here it is. You ready? Should watch this. I don't know if you could hear that or not. That's the first time in 5 years that woman had walked without her walker. That was the first time in I don't know how long she could smell during ceremony. She walked and she could smell flowers and stuff like that. I don't know if all that's going to stick, but the neuroplastic, the power of these sacraments, ladies and gentlemen, is staggering to me. So this woman and her son, and the mom and dad drove her all the way from Texas for this retreat. And the mom and dad were like, so the mom and dad, they have a lot of work to do because the man ostracized the family. He got Reagan, put her over here, beat her to death almost, and mom took her away from family. So this was an incredible weekend. So we're going to talk about trading and war and everything like that. But man, that's my why. That's why we do this. She I mean, her boy had an extra No Fallen Heroes hat for him. I mean, he just, I mean, so powerful, so powerful. And she's like, I'm taking the picture. I'm not leaning on the walker. But it's absolutely insane that the judge is like, I wish I could give you more time to this man. And she also let him go. She's like, I've held so much hate and resentment. I have empathy and compassion for him now. I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, you probably didn't show up to this brief going expecting any of that. But anyway, all right. So August, if you're interested in any of that, if that calls to you, if you know anybody, there's a perfect example. The mom and dad and the son were at a Top Gun at the No Fallen Heroes first look years ago. And after she got away from this man, or they threw him in jail, the sacrament finally called to her. And she's texting us today. She's microdosing. She got her Sacramento microdoses. She sent us a picture from sunrise on the beach this morning before they drive back to Texas. Man, if we can just help save and change one life, can you imagine? It's the butterfly effect, isn't it? So if you're interested, August 28 to 30 is the next retreat. If you guys are interested, so just I had to share that, man, because it's just it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. So anyway, let me silence my phone real quick. So anyway, this is matter of fact, she sent me a text about all that stuff. Because I'm like, is it okay if I tell your story? And she's like, oh my God, please. I hope I'm a beacon or can help other women. So all right, let's go and get it. Oh, full throttle. If you're Justin Solo AI, join me tomorrow and Wednesday night. I'm going to open up the doors for full throttle training. So if you're Justin Solo AI, this is a great time to go kick the tires tomorrow and Wednesday night. 2 live trade briefs, and then Wednesday night I'm going to do some sample options weapons school training. So go if you're Justin Solo AI, make sure you join. And that's it. Let's get airborne. I don't want to spend too much more time on this. The president's now, at the NATO summit, giving Zelensky the ability to make Patriots on his own and deeper cruise missiles. Man, this is going to get worse. I've said this for 5 years, and I'm going to keep saying it. This is going to get worse. Good on them. Somebody invaded my country, I'd be punching too and hitting their capital and everything like that. A cornered Putin is not somebody you just don't know. You just don't know, right? So, and then here we are again. We're back. That's what I'm talking about at 11:15 on Fox. Tit for tat, and this and that, and here we go. So here's what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen, is from 100,000-foot level, we are fighting Russia and China. We're fighting Russia in Ukraine. We sit at a summit with Zelensky and say, yeah, well, you can make your own patriots and go kill as many Russians as humanly possible. What's Putin doing? Talking to the mullahs and the IRGC, like, yeah, here's a shitload of new Gucci stuff from us. And by the way, here's some top secret targeting. So you can hit the Fifth Fleet headquarters in Bahrain directly and the troops in Kuwait. Can you believe this shit? We're fighting two proxy wars. And China is obviously helping out Iran too with targeting and intel and weapons. Pretty damn sure, I forget the name of the missile, but I'm hearing through my channels it was a Chinese manpad that took down the Strike Eagle. Why am I bringing this up? I'm stunned that the S&P is essentially flat right now. That's right. One of the most famous wizisms is what? The market only cares when it cares. Well, apparently it really cared initially, and now we're just in this chop up here of eh. Last week, I did send out a tactical trade alert on the VIX. I gave like a targeting thing on the VIX. I put on a hedge, not even a tredge. I just put on a hedge for the next 30 days on VIX, just in case. And remember, never lose when you're buying for your friends. You never lose when you buy a hedge, an ejection seat. I got mine on out a month just because I have no clue what's going to go on here. The president said this morning, what did he say on Fox and Friends? We're going to run the straight, and we should be paid for doing it. We'll be the angel of the straight. Nobody does angel of the straight better than me. Ask anybody, believe me. So, did you hear this interview? We're going to keep the straight, and we'll probably run it. We'll become the guardian of the straight. Maybe we'll call it the guardian angel of the straight, and we should be reimbursed for that. How many times has the administration said it's an international waterway, and Iran, Oman, nobody can charge for it? Um, I get the guy speaks, you know, off the cuff, but that's pretty crazy saying we'll run it and we'll charge for it when Iran's trying to do that and we're attacking them for it. 140 targets, folks. Talking to my contacts, this is a lot more than it was. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing here? It's whack-a-mole. I just told you. What are they doing there during the downtime? Are they meditating? Are they reflecting on their poor life choices? Are they reflecting that they can get along with Israel and the United States finally? No. They are rearming, reconstituting, and folks, they're playing. Again, it's a dead horse at this point. When I talk to Harris Faulkner at 11:15, I'm going to be like, man, I'm a broken record, Harris. Finish the job, Mr. President. It's not going to be tit for tat. And I hate talking like this. You guys know this. I hate watching the miracles I saw this weekend. There's a fireman, there was a veteran, there's a female first responder. I mean, just seeing the potential, man, if we all take a break and love each other, man, I will talk like a hippie. Maybe they were on to something. Um, but man, if you're dealing with somebody that don't believe that, and they believe, well, you don't believe in my God, so I have the right to kill you, and we want the most powerful weapon ever created so we can kill all of you. You gotta fight to the fucking end, man. Sorry, right? These aren't rational actors. So I just can't. They're shooting. And here's the other thing that the media is really missing is Iranians, shocker, are killing innocent civilians. When they hit a tanker, man, the Sri Lankan, whatever it was, a couple guys died. These are seamen. These are poor dudes on a boat that have been stuck there for like 8 months and can't eat, and they've been flying food to them and stuff like that. And all right, we're gonna, oh, it's open, let's go. Boom, you're dead. They're killing civilian mariners. Not a word from the media, like the UN. Like you're actually killing civilian guys on boats. These aren't naval vessels. These are civilians. So just like I said about the Ukraine part of this brief, this is going to get worse. I don't know. You guys know me, man. Before we start any military action, I would add, if I were Raisin, and I know he did this, what's the desired end state? I'm pretty sure at the beginning of this whole thing, they lifted their skirt a little bit, and what did they say? Well, it's not regime change, but it would be nice if the mullahs are gone and better regime. Well, that didn't happen. Uh, it would be nice if we get all their nuke stuff. Well, that didn't happen either. The only thing we're getting from this is a battle for the Strait of Hormuz that we're losing. So anyway, moving on. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? How to invest when the global crises never stop. In a world of wars, I just talked about this. This is why I'm awesome. And I prepare in the brief flows in awesome format. Trade wars and crop failures, bond yields need to be higher than they were because they offer so much less protection than they would use. So this is, I mean, look at this. Look at this chart. Look at the amount of wars that are going on. So here's the healer in me. The rise of wars is also correlating with the rise of psychedelic assisted therapy. So we're gonna bring this chart down. That's what I think is gonna go on. So let me just give you this to read, since I know I have to do an abbreviate session today. This is a good read. I mean, we talk about this stuff all the time, but it's just good to see it in the Wall Street Journal. Oh, Bill, don't get me wrong. I'm still waiting for my "We freed Iraq" free gas from George Bush. Don't I? we need to be paid for all this stuff. I get what Trump's saying, but you can't say we need to be reimbursed when, you know, you're saying nobody can charge. I agree. But I don't, it's so funny, Bill, that the no blood for, or the, we just fought these wars for oil people, whenever they say that, I'm like, uh, seriously? When's the free gas start? Right? It hasn't and it won't. Apple's thermonuclear response to the OpenAI threat. Ladies and gentlemen, I would, I would, I have to, it's on my whiteboard. I have a whole new AI report to do for the Tactical Trade Alert Service. There's so much AI stuff going on. Um, I would pound Apple into the dirt. It's over with for Apple. What? You heard me. This is a game changer. Apple's suit against OpenAI echoes a familiar playbook, betting that litigation can delay a rival from upending the iPhone era. Everything ends except God's love in your life. You just transition. Everything ends, folks. The iPhone era is ending. These computers will be ending. It's just going to be AI. It's a thing you talk to. Hey, text, blah, 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 blah. I mean, folks, the iPhone thing, all these, the App Store will not exist. The AI is the app. I'm not going to go on my super rant. I'm putting in my report this afternoon that I will blast out. But folks, this isn't good. The stock's popping a little bit like, hey, they're suing. This is they're on this is Conor McGregor, man. This is bad. Not afraid of Apple. I have tremendous respect for them. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you this is bad. I promise you this is bad. Steve Jobs declared thermonuclear war on the Android. Remember in 2010, it's a stolen product. Hmm. Now it's the same thing, but it's down in here somewhere. Uh, Apple, oh yeah, Apple's innovation engine failed to develop hit AI products and features, leaving it vulnerable to new entrants. Its suit could be an attempt to throw sand in the gears, blah, blah, blah. And also, a bunch of Apple AI heavies are like, this sucks. We're like, you're stuck on air. You know, remember the $3,500 goggles I laughed at that said nobody will buy? They're gone. I mean, the Apple Watch I wore to yoga today. That was like a game change. What? Boring. It's a one trick pony, folks. The Apple Car. Oh, Apple TV. Huh? App fill in the blank. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. And this is it. And all the heavies at Apple who are doing that, apple pie. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is bad. I posted this, go read it, but I'm not going to sit here and read this to you, but I'm telling you, and we're blasting this around my mastermind group this weekend. This reeks of desperation. Your AI people are leaving, going to all the competition, and you're throwing spears, man. Not good. That's not a good look. AI price war breaks out. Meta unveils paid AI model for the first time will be among the most affordable options. Wow. So, Thomas, I already told you, all things end except God's love in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I've heard that forever. God is forever. That the Apple booger eaters. I have a MacBook and an iPhone, and we go to the developer conference, and we're all nerds and booger eaters. Guess what, Thomas? It's over with. I've already seen the new, Elon Musk is like, nah, man, all this, everything's gone. This thing I'm talking to you on, and this, I don't even know what it's going to look like, but it'll be a thing. I have what, like 50 apps on my phone? Gone. There will be one interface, folks. It might do all the stuff to apps behind it, but I'm telling you, Thomas, I'm pretty damn good about this shit. You might be right. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right. But this whole thing, I talked about this last week. I'm adding it to it is up on there to add to my report. Whenever you see price wars breaking out, it's not a good look. It's a race to the bottom, just like the airlines, man. Indicating Meta hopes to capture market share by doing what? Price. Oh. Where's all my airline pilots or crew? Where's Karen in here? Which Karen, I think, is a victim of a couple of airlines that went out of business for. We're going to undercut our competitors, and we're bankrupt. So these are all potential threats to the AI infrastructure super cycle sector. How about that? That just catches all of them. Okay. What else do I have before we go? Tactical. Oh, this psychedelics for AR. What a great headline, ladies and gentlemen. Psychedelics surge again as Compass Definium provide more clinical validation. I have a new psychedelic report that I did last night, worked on that. I'm going to blast that out to tactical trade alerts as well. You ever think you'd see a chart like this? Definium Compass, 3 months stock. Man, these were lotto tickets, weren't they, folks? I love getting the text and the emails and seeing in the afterburner thread about people printing money in the psychedelic names. It was a long slog for some of you, but I don't blame me for the 2022 January to October Joe Biden bear market down 25%. S&P 500, we're hovering near record highs, double, triple top. And the circulatory system is close, man. The MACD's hovering close together. I drew this a week ago. It was this descending pennant, right? And I said, what did I say? These things tight, 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 and then they break out. What did I tell you? I think we're going to break out to the top. And we did. So there's a pennant technical analysis breakout. But we're in a hover right now because, and look at the S&P 500, massive drill bit down to 75.25. And that's why. There's your breaking news. The president just reinstating the Iranian blockade. So now we're back to you blockade me, I'm going to blockade you. So now they're not getting any of their stuff out as well. And we saw how well that worked. Never thought in my life Hornets launching off my first boat, the Lincoln, would be putting Mavericks or whatever in the engine rooms of ships, man. It's absolutely insane. And unlike the Iranians, what's the U.S. do? Merchant vessel whiz. Stop. They give them like an hour warning, like clear everybody from the back of the ship. Get everybody on the back. We do all that stuff, just like Israel. We're going to blow something up. We give you ample warning, and then we do it. The Iranians, they just kill innocent people. It's a disgrace. So there's your spike down with SPX. Keep an eye on Apple, man. I'm telling you, go read that article. I'm going to blow it out a little bit more. You guys know I'm a card counter. I walk up to the table. I walked up to that Apple thing. I have a buddy who's an Apple market maker. I'm like, dude, do you not understand what AI is? It's everything that's on an iPhone will be in one thing. And you guys clearly haven't done that yet, or all your AI men and women would have gone to all the other places. Now you're suing them? Come on. That's desperation, and it reeks. But look at that massive drill bit down. This is shocking to me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get shocked too often. The fact that we're not imploding right now, the VIX is up 10%. Does everybody have their VIX? Well, we're in solo AI, but 10% jump in the VIX. I should go look at that trade. What portfolio? Oh, I have the AI portfolio up. I don't have the VIX trade in my AI portfolio. It's in one of my other ones. I would get. You need to have a hedge on, man. I don't. Very volatile section of the world. The process of formation will begin immediately. All right, so now we're back to blockade, folks. Get some VIX protection on, or do a trade that acts as a hedge on the S&P 500. I will. I'll cover. You know what? We're going to talk AI tomorrow morning in the primary live trade brief. I will do that. We'll do a trade on the S&P 500. All right, let's rip through our names, man. Yeah, we can start with that. SpaceX, folks. I'm telling you. Look at that. We have a put 2x1 on. Everybody happy with that? 1 month chart. I told you that this was going to happen, man. We're breaking to the downside. We have a bearish put 2x1 on, and everybody should be thrilled with that and happy. Any questions with that? Quick, because I got 15 minutes. And look out below. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you're dealing with a stock that's a month airborne, there is no, we were hanging here at the 150 because it's a round number, 150, 150, 150, break. There ain't nothing under it. So that's what's so funny. People are like, oh, I'm just a technical analysis trader. Go technical analysis trader on me here. By the way, find me a broker that lets you trade off the left side of the chart. There isn't one. So look out below. So bearish trade on SpaceX doing good. Everybody good? Awesome. I'm a little stunned again right now that we're not imploding. I'm keeping an eye on the S&P 500 here. It makes no sense to me. Usually when I say that though, like that makes no sense to me. It's like one potato, two potato, or sometime today, the market's going to wake up. Good range in Amazon, man. Earnings are 30th. Do we start getting a run up in earnings on Amazon? This is a solid looking. When you see a range like this, folks, it's got iron condor written all over it. But this was the stair step down. We found support at, God, thank you, God, 225, and we got back off the mat again, getting back up to this 250 range. I'm going to do some weekly calls. Let's go out to 1, 2, 3, the 17th. We have options expiration this week on Friday, 1, 2, 3. Before I forget, ladies and gentlemen, what do we got this week? Two massive things. Holy crap, folks. Tomorrow we have what? Inflation. Ooh. Folks, what do we think inflation's going to do, man? If inflation goes up, the market will implode. Inflation going up, epic fury reigniting, we will implode. Absolutely implode. Then, what's going on? Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., folks, we get our first look at Kevin Warsh and Pocahontas. Oh boy, yeah. And he's testifying an hour and a half after the inflation numbers come out. Tomorrow morning in Full Throttle, you want to be right here because I'll have sound on in the background a little bit because it's going to be theatrics. If we have hot inflation, he's going to get ripped apart for when are you raising rates? I guarantee the Democrats are going to be like, inflation's raging. What are you going to do? Well, I'm not going to do what the guy in front of me did in front of a presidential election and cut when he should have raised. I'm not a partisan like Jerome Powell. And then the next day, folks, Wednesday, we have inflation. Producer. We have consumer Tuesday. We have producer on Wednesday. Oh boy. And then, he testifies. I think he goes, he goes Senate first? I always forget. I always get it. Whatever I say, it's the opposite. So, and then if I think that, I'll go opposite and it'll still be wrong. House and then Senate. It's, what's it called? Humphrey Hawkins? His normal, whatever they call it. So, why am I rambling about this? Because I was about to throw some short calls on. If we get cool inflation, we'll rip. So be careful with short calls. I'm going to do the, let's see, at the money straddle, 253. 255 would be conservative short calls for Amazon. I'm going to do the 252 and a half. Which one do I have two contracts on? Well, let me do my personal account. Let's go Amazon. Friday, 252 and a half. 252 and a half. Just remember, folks, if we get cool or good news or anything like that, we're going to rip. It'll be a relief rally. But how much of a relief rally can we have with Epic Fury part 9 going on right now? All right, 172 and a half. I'll just let that fly. That's Amazon. Let's go NVIDIA. I love SpaceX imploding because I want to buy it eventually, but I don't know. I have no clue how far it could go down. All right, NVIDIA, the 200 I'm sorry, not the 200. The 190 double bottom here. Good run up to 210. I'm liking it. Let's double check earnings. August, so no worries there. Friday at the money straddle would be about two, what's that, three, also about seven, 215. The 215s would be the short calls on NVIDIA. I'm probably not going to have time for the spread I wanted to do, so I'll blast that out once I get off of Fox. Let me just do all the short calls first. Bloom, let's look at our energy names, which are not enjoying a nice day today. Uh, I told you that 250 level, man, we got to get back up here. This is a big deal. 250, 250, 250, and broke it with airspeed. Eesh. Um, it's trying to get back up there. No, the only expiration they have is that 240. So that's 15 and $30 at the money straddle. Nope, no earnings. That's just it's an energy name. Holy crap. So two fi is this right? Look at the premium. The at the money straddle short calls are bringing in 900. I do this every week, I think. I'm like shocked at the premium. I I promise I'll stop getting shocked, but I'm used to doing my 100, $200 short calls. This is 920. And that's the at the money straddle. I don't think that's too aggressive. I'll do 920. Wow. That's some serious premium. Um, Video, Amazon. Broadcom, I know we have. AVGO. SPX is doing a heart rate monitor. 300 to 500 filled the gap to 400 after that earnings sell off, and the 375 to 400 has been some chop. Based on the premiums in Broadcom, this is Iron Condor Central 2 you could get into. Right? I did one of those a while ago and I got blown out of one of them but it was an overall market reason. But I want to reattack with a Broadcom Iron Condor. I talked about earnings, right? September. Okay. 400 is our Mason Dixon line with Broadcom. 395, 395. So about $9, 950 and 18, $19. Jeez, look at the premium. Let's go. I mean, 400 would be way aggressive. Let's just do four. I'll do 410. Sell the 410s. And then I have my, there was some NNE stuff I wanted to cover too. What time is it? All right. I know we have. Oh, Palantir. Did everybody watch the video is really making it's worth the interview, man. The CNBC interview he gave last week. I posted it. It is a must watch because he covered a bunch of stuff, man. Carp, little doc from Back to the Future vibes, but he very smart guy. 129, 6, 134, 134. Sell one Friday, 134 for Palantir. If you didn't watch that interview, you're failing. Go watch the interview I posted. It's a great interview on CNBC. It's funny, the Becky Quick girl, lady, halfway between, she's like, "You sound angry." He's like, "No, it's a, I'm out of order. You're out of order." It's a very good. Whoa, this looks like Bloom, man. All the energy names have broken with airspeed through where I told you if they break through airspeed, it's look out below. Eli, just go look. Or just search it. Palantir CNBC interview. It's in the solo AI thread. Uh, that's an ugly looking chart, man. 93, 2. and 2 is 4. 90, nah, there's no premium in 97. I'll do the 95, $1.28. And then I know we have NNE. Oop, got pounded on some short seller news. Some folks trying to, I mean, 20, again, lotto ticket. It had some good news about the Dubai or whatever that was deal, and then some short, who was it? Frank, I think, posted it in the AI thread. Good intel, Frank. So 20s. No, there's zero premium in this name now. $19. I mean, yeah, I guess you got to sell the. I don't have a. It's in my personal account. Let's just review what's going on here. Let's try and go mid market on these names. Palantir rolling over. Bloom, that's fine. And Broadcom. Jeez. Oh no, that's from last week. Sorry. Cancel that. Awesome. Thanks for posting that, Mike. Let me just go to positions. Let me go NNE over here. NNE. Yeah, there it is. Way underwater, obviously. Synthetic stock from the heyday. I mean, it's trading under the cash. That's when you buy something like this. It's a lottery ticket, but when you're trading under what you're worth, that's a buy usually. But yeah, I mean, here I am up at synthetic stock at 50. Um, what's it got to do from here? Go up 100%. So, I might even just bail out of this, but I usually hang in lottery tickets just for sport. Um, so, all right, I got 3 minutes and then I got to go get ready. I would look at the spread I wanted to do was that Broadcom Iron Condor. I don't know. I'll blast it out after my Fox hit. I don't want to. I hate doing that type of stuff, rushing a trade. But if you look, well, do your homework. Look at the money straddle. I'll tell you the strikes right now. Uh, what's that? 40. Well, how about you just do that with straddle instead of eyeballing it? It's $19. So the top of the Iron Condor is going to be let's just 412 and a half, and the bottom's going to be 375. I'll build it real quick. 412 and a half. I just want to see 53 cents is perfect because that's going to give me a above 1 to 0.25. Love it. And then 375 to the downside. Add option, put, sell buy, sell the 375, and then buy the 372.5. 105. Perfect. Actually, we'll do it quick. That's it. That's perfect. Look at me. I did that in 1 minute. If you're lost, my apologies. I'll slow down and I'll post this while I'm waiting for my hit. All right, reminder, if you're just a solo AI, join me tomorrow for Full Throttle. If you want to watch me on Fox, you'd already heard me rant, so you probably got enough of that. Sacred Warrior Fellowship August retreat. I think Susie already has, we already have like 4 people, so that means there's about 4 left. I'm going to do more contracts than one. So shoot me or Susie an email, or yeah, Just shoot me an email if you or somebody you know is interested in ceremony. I'm gonna post that on Sacred Warrior Fellowship later today. That beautiful video of Reagan. What a beautiful soul. My God, man. So Mike Morgan, former cop, big as a shit house, man. Atlanta cop, Westchester, New York. He's like, I am so filled with rage right now. I want to call up buddies, and I think they're in wherever the guy's in prison. I'm like, dude, you can't. You can't. He's like, I know. I'm like, trust me, if anybody did that to Keely, but I pray that man falls to his knees and begs God for forgiveness. And if he's truly begging for forgiveness and he's so sorry, God will forgive him. But what he did to that woman, my God. But being able to see her in ceremony and like with the flower, and she's like, I haven't smelled, and I can't remember last time I smelled. And then she hasn't walked without her walker in 5 years. So if you ever think you're having a crappy day, man, uh, it can always be worse. So, all right, guys, I got to go. I'll see you on Fox if you're interested, or here's the link for tomorrow. If you're watching us on YouTube, it's go.topgunoptions.com/full dash throttle. And you can join me for the trade briefs. Let me go grab a screenshot before I forget of this. And we will be good, man. I'll see many of you tomorrow for the primary live trade brief, and I'll blast this alert out as soon as I throw my blazer on and clean up a little bit. So, um, Jim, no, it's on Fox News, just Fox News channel. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Fights on, namaste, and whiz out. Cheers. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the primary brief. And I have a couple tactical trade alerts I got to launch. AI, psychedelics, and I'm working on a bunch of stuff, but had to work this weekend doing some other stuff, man. And that's the work that just makes my heart smile. And I love you guys too. All right.